It got to a level that I couldn't take it anymore. Like everywhere you just go is Buhari's dead. And
Let's start from the holiday that was given. Do you think it is okay?
Yes, the holiday that was given was justifiable. Some person were even praying that Buhari should come back. God, take Tinubu, give us Buhari.
wow.
Someone I know that is a Muslim died. He didn't die around, although still in Nigeria, but he didn't die close by. And they had to bury the person where he died, not even close to the relatives. If there's any religion that don't joke about what they stand for, it's the Muslim. So why was Buhari exempted from this?
Okay, no, if it, like I always tell people, the law is only applicable to we that don't have connections. Other world leaders might want to attend the funeral.
Yeah.
So now you don't expect me to receive a phone call today and still come that same day to come and like pay last respects.
As a person, I think he has a legacy for himself and his family. He didn't do well as a president, accepted, but this man achieved a lot for himself as a person and for his family.
If you check, no matter how good you are, the moment you start doing bad, automatically it has wiped away all the good things you've done. If you claim that Buhari died, how comes the Jubri that you claim that is willing us now was able to learn Hausa and English within a short period of time?
Let's even look at the size, like
yes, now
eyes,
the height and everything is not possible.
The looks,
it's not possible.
You see somebody that is exactly like when they are not even
no, it's not
identical
possible.
twins.
Welcome to Lyte Africa podcast. How have you been? Trust you're doing great, you're doing fine. Yes, I am doing Keposh, and we bring to you another exciting and educating content. And on today's show, I am not alone. I have with me here the extraordinary Emmanuel.
Yeah,
Emmanuel.
Alpha.
I'm fine. Welcome to today's show.
Yeah.
And hope you're ready for us, right?
Very, very ready.
Okay. And we are not alone on today's show. We have with us here Mr. Peter. Mr. Peter, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, we are happy to have you here. And we'll be shedding some light on today's discussion. What are we going to be talking about today? Well, it's something that has been on the lips of every Nigerian, yet it's an occurrence that happened few days ago. And it's not other one than the death of the former president of Nigeria, in person of late President Muhammadu Buhari. May so rest in peace. Mm-hmm. Yes, this occurrence has caused a lot of, controversies, people talking about it left and right. And we are here to discuss about it. We are here to shed light on it and also give our opinion about it. What do you think, Emmanuel?
Yeah, sure.
Is it not worth talking about?
Very, very, very worth talking about. Like, the saga just started.
I wasn't even expecting it to blow
in a little way.
I wasn't expecting it to blow up this much, and
it got to a level that I couldn't take it anymore. Like everywhere you just go is Buhari's dead. And nobody's even talking about what he did as a president.
Like this is the first time a president to be giving up and all of that. So we are here to talk about it, and of course Mr. Peter as well has some things to say about it. And we all know President Muhammadu ruled Nigeria, and during his time he tried to work on Nigeria, although he didn't do it completely well. Yes, he didn't do it well. And let's start from the holiday that was given. Do you think it is okay, the holiday that was given, the public holiday?
Yes, the holiday that was given was justifiable on the grounds that some dignitaries all over the world and within Nigeria might want to attend the funeral.
Okay.
And based on his great history, like without fear of contradiction, Buhari was known as a man with legacy. Despite the fact that he didn't do well as at his last administration. But he was known as a no-nonsense man back then in the military regime.
So, okay. So,
if you observe very well, making that the public holiday is not something that one should be talking about.
If you're saying he's a man with a great legacy, and at the same time he didn't do well during the past administration, how are you going to balance these two?
Is there no contradiction?
Yes.
No, there's no contradiction in it, because we check very well, nobody can give 100% of utility.
But to me, I feel like it didn't even do up to what we expect.
Do you know that some person were even praying that Buhari should come back? God, take Tinubu, give us Buhari.
Wow.
Yes, now, if you say Tinubu and Buhari now, let me use the word allegedly, so I should not be sued. I prefer Buhari regime as compared to Tinubu's regime. So like when Buhari was ruling, things were still okay, better than now that we're experiencing.
But
right?
Mr. Peter, if you're saying this amongst, especially the youth, they won't take it lightly with you.
No, I know they won't take it like I
Yes.
said, some of the Buhari policy was favorable to some set of persons.
Okay.
Even as we are complaining about Tinubu's policy, some persons are even making it as it stands right now. So just some persons, like let's say 90% might be complaining about Tinubu's policy, while 10% might be rejoicing that Tinubu should also continue for 8 years. You can't satisfy the entire Nigerian.
So why is this death? Why is it causing so much stir about amongst many people? Why are they talking about it? What's the controversy?
Now, and the controversy, including myself, was that because if you check very well, you realize that I actually came from a Muslim background,
Okay.
because my mom name happens to be Amina back then. Yeah, Amina. While my dad name also happens to be Yusuf.
So your parents are Muslim.
My parents were Muslim before they converted.
Converted,
You understand?
okay,
Back
okay.
then, because we checked the Auchi people, we realized that most of them were Muslim.
Okay.
So in those days, now as time goes by, that's when they now decided to switch to
To
Christianity.
Okay.
So I think I still have some sound knowledge about the Islam. You understand? And this third I probably like, because I was interacting with some of my friends some days ago. I realized that they were trying to ask questions. Even me, I also asked, because the dates, so the burial happens to be different from the usual week.
Yes,
Yeah.
that we all know,
Yes,
right?
Because according to Prophet Muhammad, there's something they call Sai Bukara, you understand,
Okay.
in Islam, meaning that peace be unto
Unto
you, as
you,
the case may
okay.
be. That once somebody dies, there's every tendency that person should be buried that within 24 hours.
24 hours.
So
right.
now, the whole eyebrow there was that how come Buhari case was not different after his death. But based on research and also trying to interrogate one or two Ifas that I know and some of my neighbors that were Muslim, they said there are some circumstances in which this kind of law can be applicable. I don't know if you get my point very well.
Okay,
Okay.
in what circumstance?
Now, number one.
Because sorry,
Okay.
I know that the Muslims don't joke about their doctrines. Like if there's any religion that don't joke about what they stand for, it's the Muslims. To be honest, they don't joke about it at all. So why was Buhari exempted from this?
Okay, now
doctrine?
if you check Buhari class and status, you realize that he's someone that is very prominent both in Nigeria and all over the world. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, this what's called law is only for those. Like I always tell people, the law is only applicable to we that don't have what's called connections. But now, if you have money or probably you are highly influential in the society, the law can be amended. Now, in this Buhari case, now, like I said, there's some circumstances that warrant it. Now, number one is maybe probably they need to carry out either legal investigation or better still autopsy to know the death of Buhari actually. Although he's old, but definitely they need to still carry out some autopsy on him. You know, so I don't know if you get my point.
Yes, yes,
Then number
yes.
two can also be maybe they are trying to await the arrivals of dignitaries and families all over out there. Because after his death, you realize that he died in what's called London, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yes. So he needs to be what's called brought back to Nigeria. So the time frame of bringing back to Nigeria, I don't know if he died probably by 7 p.m. at night. So you can't bury him immediately. Because definitely the fund must not have, maybe they won't have arrived by then. And also like dignitaries such as like likes of either Ali Dagote, probably Tinubu, which is the president
yes,
right now, might want to arrive as well. So we can also have other what's called measures, which I also feel can also warrant maybe like security protocol. Because definitely not everybody will be allowed to the venue. So you need to send some message to some security out there, like the likes of the chief of army staff. Please, we need so and so men. Police will send theirs as well.
Okay.
So also tighten that particular what's called burial. Because get them that after Buhari died, just take him to the ground, just like an ordinary person. No, it's not possible. So it's not contrary, although it's contrary to the typical Islam doctrine.
Yes.
But on the contrary, it's not still contrary because, like I said before, the doctrine is still flexible to some extent, which allows some circumstances that's at least reasonable and pragmatic enough.
Why
Okay.
I'm standing on this is because sometimes ago, someone I know that is a Muslim died.
Okay.
Yes, and he didn't die around, although still in Nigeria, but he didn't die close by. You get, and they had to bury the person where he died, not even close to the relatives. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like around what time did he die?
He died. I really can't say, but he died. They buried him the same day he died. You get, it was within the frame of 24 hours.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying, why was he exempted? Because it still don't sound right to me.
You know, like I said before, I just gave you a reason why he's exempted. Like for instance, sorry to use Tinubu as a case study. Like for instance, if Tinubu dies today, Tinubu will not be buried immediately. You know, so definitely like they might want to, like other world leaders might want to attend the funeral.
Yeah.
So now you don't expect me to receive a phone call today and still come that same day to come and like pay last respects. So they decided to honor him by either by declaring there was nationwide lockdown, like shutdown, as the case may be. Then secondly again, decided to fix a particular day set aside to at least give him his last respects based on the fact that he has contributed, whether you like it or not, to Nigeria a lot.
So are we saying that religion favors the rich and the mighty and the influential people than the poor?
Than the poor,
I think that's what you are
average
driving
people.
at.
Yes,
Exactly.
no, yes. Like we check, even in the church today, I have attended a mass because I'm a Catholic actually,
Okay.
where like 3 persons came for child education. Now the first person came with his child. The priest only raised the child up. I don't know if you get my point very well. Because that's the Catholic doctrine for you. They raise the child up, present the child to God. Then they gave the child to the, after saying 1 or 2 prayers, give the child to the what's it called, to the family.
Okay.
The second person is the same thing. Now the last person that came happens to be a rich man that came. So I was just, because I'm very good at observing things in the church. Most of the, if I get to a place, the first thing I take into cognizance, I try to observe
What is happening
around. So I noticed that after the priest raised the child up there, because he has to present the child up there, like, okay, I'm presenting this child to you, God Almighty.
Okay.
He placed the child on the altar of sacrifice. That table you see there.
Okay.
He placed the child on the altar of sacrifice. The child stayed there like close to 30 seconds before now raise the child again, pray, and get it to the. Now, the question goes this way: why didn't he do the same
to the
other
other
others?
children?
Now that shows that this same thing is applicable even in the church today. You see that maybe sometimes you go to church, something that are not really allowed in the church. But once you are a rich man, to some extent, they'll be like, because they know that you are a very good donor, so they want to mend the law just for to.
You see, this is the reason why most people think the law favors the rich.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you will tell them. They'll still stand on that fact that no, this law is not to our advantage, and it is happening. Is what we can see.
Yeah.
Because to me, that scenario alone has already proved my
No,
stand.
yes, now because like, see, if you think maybe probably law favors the proletariat out there, you are lying. The bourgeoisies are the ones that the laws are really favoring. Those rich men, those prominent men out there. There's some place a rich man can enter, you cannot enter. They always tell you that probably if maybe you are queuing for a particular thing for now, realize that if a big man is standing at the back, that's why in the banking or these days there is a strict policy that they just almost once you get there, they have to give you a card. They don't care who you are. You understand? You have to wait for your turn. Because in those days, realize that once you come to the bank, as a big man, they don't allow you to wait outside. They just say, okay, go and pick this one and so man. Then you see people that are you start shouting. The only thing you can do in Nigeria is to shout. That's the only thing you can do in Nigeria.
You shout and leave the rest
Yes,
to God.
leave the rest for God now.
I think this what happened is even what has raised issue among Nigerians because
And to some extent, if you check that day, the luck he had was that the day he died, you check there was Chelsea versus PSG match. So a lot of youth were distracted. Even me, when I saw I was watching football, they bought this. I been rumor jare. Let me watch this match. I'm watching.
I saw it earlier.
Earlier than that,
I saw it
match.
earlier. Like my friend mentioned that BUHARI has died. I was like, don't joke around. Let's talk about what was.
So I just had to debunk. It was after the match, although we were still celebrating. Because I was very happy that Chelsea won. Actually, so Chelsea fan out there can give away. Actually, so I was actually happy that Chelsea won.
Okay.
So it was after this I now realized that he died, and when he died, a lot of things were said about him. Because like I always tell people that live a life of legacy and not a life of scar. Like don't leave scar behind, because now when you die, but it's contrary.
So did they leave scar or legacy behind?
He left scar in the heart of many. You understand? Because a lot of many were saying.
I thought you were going to say otherwise.
No, like even
because to me, he didn't leave legacy. To be honest,
no, he didn't leave legacy because
No,
you check.
but, I think I'm going to counter both of you on this
No.
particular case.
Now, if before you counter, hear the wife's statement first. While allegedly, actually, because I wasn't there when it happened, the wife said, according to the wife, he said Buhari made a statement last week before he died that please help me beg Nigerians to please forgive me. I don't think help me beg Nigerians
to
So now, knowing fully that he has really, because as at 2025, 2015 when he was elected, a lot of Nigerians had this high hope that he's a man of he's a no nonsense man. You know,
because of what he did during the military regime.
Even now, this time right now, what Tinubu is doing right now is just like a surprise to me. I could remember when I came to this podcast show, I was one of the persons out there that were like, Tinubu will do better. Buhari should go. But now, what I experienced back then in Lagos State as a governor is different from now what is operating. Right? I don't know if it could be diminishing return that is taking place. Like, you know, once you are aging, there's every tendency that your reasoning faculty begins to drop significantly.
Right.
So that's it. Anyway. So back to you, Emmanuel. You can counter your point.
Why I said I want to counter both of you is now many people believe that he didn't do well, but he did well as a person. Served as a president. Served as military head of state. In fact, according to the data that we have, is the second longest serving head of state and president combined, like with the years, I think 9 years and like 7 months or so. So if we calculate that, he had different posts. He was once a governor in one of the northern states. He was NNPC chairman for a while. So as a person, I think he has a legacy for himself and his family. But where I have issue is he didn't do well as a president, accepted. But this man achieved a lot for himself as a person and for his family.
If you check my locution or diction rather, you realize that I made a statement that it's not as if he didn't do it to some extent.
Okay.
But man can do 100%. Now, in life, when you are trying to administrate or perform administrative function, you have to make sure at least your good deeds supersedes your bad.
Even if you be doing the bad,
as you are right now, like now, no matter how good you are, the moment you start doing bad, automatically it has wiped away all the good things you've done. Like I said before, I was one among those that were clamoring for what's it called Tinubu to come in. I said good things. You can go and check the previous video. But when I started seeing Tinubu this year, I sat in my house one day. I was typing one with my woman. Was like, "Who will go punish you?" I don't know if you get my point very well. So that's just it, anyways.
Well, the reactions of Nigerians, like, it has been a lot. So some people even said it's his turn to go, like it's his time to die. So why are we sad?
Some even said the God will do one for Buhari, go down for Tinubu very soon. Yes, no.
And do you think they are wrong?
I don't want to tell you.
You don't want to say it.
I know, no. That one is left for very dark man.
But you have freedom of speech.
No, so you have freedom of speech, but you wishing somebody dead is something.
But then that's to show how pained the citizens are.
No, I know they are pained, but me coming to live show like you saying I'm wishing Tinubu to die, it's treasonable offense. Yes, because now if you look at him, like. It's something like I can be sued for.
Yeah.
So, but deep inside my heart, I might want it to stylishly. You understand? But I cannot say that, okay, no. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but to me, it's not the death did not really like.
Okay, did not even touch you
at all.
That means she didn't even send condolence message to the
because
family.
Did you witness the NSAS era
protest?
Yeah, he was the president.
Did you?
No, I witnessed it actually. You understand? Like I said, this is politics. This is politics. So there's some things as a president, although he's aware of it, but to some extent it's beyond him. There are cabals out there. So you cannot just say, okay, because the NSAS, who, although they tried to investigate who was those person, the general or better, the person that was behind. Because the soldiers cannot just wake up and start shooting. There must be an order. So it's not as if maybe he didn't do it to some extent, but I still feel that the things he did the bad was more than the good.
Well, I feel like it is when it's time for them to take decisions, that concerns we Nigerians. That is when they'll start looking for other people to, to put the blame on. That is when they'll start waiting for people to make decisions. You start hearing it's not the one there. There are other people that are making decisions. Yeah. But when it comes to their selfish interests, do you get what I'm saying? They make this decision single-handedly without even thinking about others. So why are we saying that there are cabals out there? When is the president? We appointed him there to do something. So why is he not doing it?
No, if you say they are the ones to, like the president now. Because
I believe he has the power to like.
No, he has the power. No, he has the. Let's take for instance. Let me just give you an instance now. You want to contest for presidency as the president of Nigeria, as case may be.
Yeah.
Then I know I have influence to put you there. This thing is being manipulated now. It's not simply just something that is free and fair. So now, if I use my influence now, use his own influence as well to put you as a president, before you get there, you must have bargained. Anything I tell you to, that's what you're going to do. And you say, yes, no problem. Then you enter there. They definitely you cannot go contrary. If you check the president of, the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, if you of which I learned that probably him, Wiki, and they've had what's called reconciliation meeting. They reconciled. Now, the Fubara at a point in time was like standing on his ground. I can never allow such a thing to happen. Yes. But now, don't follow that. Wiki, Wiki is one that puts him there, and Wiki and Tinubu happens to be 5 and 6. Yeah. Now, what the president did at issue was very wrong. Like declaring Fubara suspended for like 6 months. But after that suspension, which is 6 months, they can decide to remove him there. This is Nigeria. The law favors what's called the mighty. Now Fubara, now he has to come down to his knee to beg before he can get back there. He has to succumb to that bid. But at first, why they were having issues? I guess he didn't want to like succumb to what Wiki wants. Now Wiki wants to be ruling the state indirectly. Yes, there's what we call indirect rule system in the sense that I'm the one that is ruling, but you're just there as figurehead. You're the figurehead there, but I'm the one that is ruling. So it's what I tell you do. So at that particular point in time, I still believe that it wasn't just Buhari's wish to just let go of such a thing. Because just something that you can just like in a twinkle of an eye, like what I said, that been issue. You can make a policy for just a day and that policy becomes effective. But because there are cabals out there, you don't go counter, you don't step on that toes. If not, you will feel it.
Policy that did not favor human life, that led to execution of humans. Well, now let's look at Tinubu's death and former President Yar'Adua's death. Can you like give measures to both?
When Yar'Adua died, you understand, I guess I was still very tender then. Like I was in secondary school back then. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. And life was very sweet. So when he died, even me as a Christian, then I mourn.
You mourned him, right?
I mourn because he had a 7-point agenda. He was having this good administration. Even Goodluck Jonathan also took, at least he also tried in that part as well. The moment he died, the whole Nigerians were sober. And without any fear of contradiction, I can say with all manner of confidence that Yar'Adua happens to be our best president.
Best president,
best.
Right?
So from 1999 down to 2025 that we are now, if you had to rate.
Yes, from to rate, Yar'Adua happens to be the best president. Then now, if I'm to go back below 1999, I'll tell you that Abacha happens to be the second best president. Yes.
Wow, Abacha.
Yes, I can. No, Abacha is not
dealing with people here and there.
No, Abacha is not as if maybe Abacha was that weak. When Abacha was still ruling, I was trying to interrogate my mom. Because I was still small back then. Mom said they used to sell they used to buy chicken for 150 naira.
Full chicken.
Yes, 150 naira. That the reason why people are seeing Abacha as a bad president, you dare not talk. If it comes to your shop now, if you are selling things very expensive, Abacha will tell you that okay, you have to sell 100 now. He has this good price regulatory system.
Okay.
So you don't sell above the what's called the maximum price level. So once you sell above the maximum price level, he declared those goods like free of charge. So it was really based on, although he was a dictator. But now that dictatorship, that's what Nigeria really wants. If you check. Now,
that's what fits us.
That's what fits Nigerians. But if you're a dictator, definitely it should be, if you have a good policy, then definitely then you can rule based on dictatorship.
Okay.
Now, during the time of Abacha, things were very cheap. Life was very easy back then. But the only reason why Abacha was seen as a bad president was this freedom of speech. Okay. If something is paining you inside, you cannot come out and talk that much. You understand? But the economy was superb, was nice, was okay. Lifestyle was okay. But after Abacha, the other president started coming. They did their best. But like I said before, I have my own opinions. Yeah. You have your own opinion. Sure. So my two best presidents, based on what's called history, is Yar'Adua and Abacha.
Okay, but let's put it this way now. Let's do 1999 to 2025.
Okay.
If you had to rate like in the scale now, like you do your first, second, third, and fourth, because and I think fifth now because Goodluck Jonathan. So who will be your number one?
If
Number
I'm
one.
if
Number
I'm
one
if
best.
I'm to rate, number one happens to be Yaradua.
Yaradua.
Number two happens to be Jonathan now.
Jonathan.
Jon-
3.
Number three happens to be my Baba
The Obasanjo.
Obasanjo. Yes,
Obasanjo.
yes.
4.
But not get for don't worry. The
4. You
rest,
don't want Buhari or Tinubu.
no. I don't want to go there big. I don't want to go
So
there.
we should just leave both
But
of
you
them
both
there.
supported Buhari now, so at
No,
least
no.
you
Like
should-
no, it's not as if I want support. No, I want support
Tinubu
right?
rather, yes.
And like I said, that day I guess I took 1 or 2 bottles that day before I did the
Yeah.
podcast. Yes. You're not mistaken. Before, like you can hit like 3 times a day or 4 times. But now when I'm embarking on the 101 formation, the students now miss can understand. 101 formation. That is you eat in the morning, you don't eat in the afternoon, you eat at night.
Wow.
Why someone now embarking on 001 now? You don't eat at night, you understand?
Yeah,
So
so
that's
well. If we look at it, we'll notice that some like dignitaries did not attend the burial, like Peter Obi. He wasn't present there
Yeah.
on the day of the burial. And when I read it, he said it was due to unavailability of light.
Yeah.
That was what I read.
Like from Obi side.
Yes.
That I didn't know.
That he knew that he's dead, that he had to attend, but he didn't attend because there was no flight.
No, he was in Ijebu Ode now. The Oba of Ijebu Ode died. Like the Oba of Ijebu died.
He was at
He attended the other one.
yeah, the
event.
Awujale
Yes.
death. Okay.
So before you will be able to like leave the preparations and
No,
flights,
the question is like when did they attend that Oba of Ijebu? Was it that same day that he died that they buried him?
yes,
The Oba died, yes, and they buried him.
And there was a
Yes.
time now you were buried on Sunday, right? Forget that I could still remember very well because of Chelsea match. It was on a Sunday.
Yes.
So Monday was there. Even if probably cannot meet up on Monday, on Tuesday is there as well. And based on Peter Obi's personality, he would have attended it if he wants.
If
to.
you want, exactly.
You understand? But I still
But
feel
why
that.
we even drive? Why are we driving there? It's okay now. It means that Peter Obi is so important. Now Reno Omokri like made a post because of this particular scene that Peter Obi didn't attend. Buhari's
No, I
funeral.
guess the reason why Peter Obi did not attend might be political difference. Political difference in the sense that
So it means that he lied on his post.
no, he would just you don't expect him to come and say, okay, why didn't you come to my house? I can't tell you the truth. I tell them I'm occupied, you understand? But always tell people that nobody is too busy, so that thing is not your priority.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it can be political difference in the sense that if you check, he didn't have good and cordial relationship with Buhari. Obi happens to be a Labour Party. Why happens to be APC. So that's number one. Then why number two? It can also be for what's it called? Let's say like security purpose, or maybe better say he wasn't invited because definitely the security at that particular point must have been tightened.
Yeah.
In the sense that if Peter Obi is coming, he might not be allowed to come in, knowing fully well that this particular person in question that they are not in the same party.
Yeah.
There's a bit what's called tendency that they might not be
And the
okay.
president is even there.
Yes. The under this can also be like political strategy as well. Now, if you check very well, realize that most persons they've been probably tagging Obi as this kind of person that is an hypocrite. Like we see a particular video that went viral where Obi was sharing food.
Food,
For
yes.
the what's it called, like was serving food to people. And some people were like, you don't give us lamba. You don't give us lamba again.
Yeah.
When you enter, they no go enter.
Have your strategy.
You Nigerians will know fully well that if Obi had attended that burial, automatically, I would have. Could it be that these people that are in closed door, they are together, they don't deceive us that they belong to different parties. So it could be maybe probably for political strategy that he ought not to have attention. Look at maybe he's not part of these people at all. I don't know if you get my point.
So you're saying it might be part of them.
Eh?
It might be part of them or part of their policy. That's Peter Obi.
Yes, if he had attended, you all know Nigerians out there. Nigeria will be like, okay, you see, I'm Nabi. That means this man is because it can also be seen as also from a hypocritical term as well. But if one Peter will be attend the what's called the burial, the funeral rites, a lot of Nigerians will start raising eyebrow. So Peter will be attended Buhari. So and definitely might want to go and shake hands with Tinubu and some other dignitaries out there. So they might see it as if they are together. Let me check. Most of the what's called the proposed coalition party, right, which is the ADC, did not attend the funeral. So you can see it from the political strategy point of view as well. And If you had attended again, people would have seen him as an hypocrite. That with all this
But we
saga,
see how people still criticizing him for not attending.
for not
so is it
going.
you can't please Nigeria.
It's not confusing.
Because to me, I feel like it didn't go it didn't go intentionally. Yes.
But on the contrary, again, it might be that he has sent a private condolences. to the
he
family.
said that in his post.
Of
said
course
that
he
in his
would.
post.
He wasn't there, so
I
it
must
is
have sent a
expected of him
private
to
condolences.
send
But
it.
I'm just telling you without fear of condition. It might be that from political point of view, that he didn't want to attend it. Both political point of view and also security wise as well. Because you know these two parties, they are not together.
together.
You understand? So from that political point of view, I don't want Nigeria to start seeing me as a bad person. Just take for instance, now maybe like a ritualist died, for instance, so died. Then people were attending the burial, those people that are close to the ritualists. Now, me that is claiming that probably I'm a man of God, for instance, so I'm now attending the funeral, smiling, rejoicing for a life well spent and the rest of so. Automatically, my members will start seeing me as it's just a person be a ritualist.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe from political point of view, that should be the main reason why I did not attend. I don't want to see. Doesn't want people to start seeing him as an hypocrite too. And second and thirdly, I also guess that he didn't like security wise, because that place you are right now, like it's a very though security wise it's probably tight, but on the contrary, it might not be safe for him to have
For
attended.
him.
Yes. And even him coming in, those people will also be threatened. As in, this guy that is coming here, now you sure he's not here for something else?
Else.
All these things. So that's it.
Okay, today's discussion is centered around Buhari's death, right?
Yeah.
And I want to know, don't you think that death was like delayed? Like Buhari's death was delayed? Because
Delayed in what
like
sense?
I feel like he ought to have, due to his health issue and that we are always traveling out of the country and all of that.
Yeah.
Don't you think the death was delayed?
No, the dead can never be delayed.
Because he was even termed absent landlord when he was, in position.
No. The alleged death that was tagged as 2017 was never a true. You understand? Although Nnamdi Kanu came out open and said, if Buhari can speak Hausa, the boy that we have now can speak Hausa. Of course, now the man they were like, which is Jubri, that was alleged that is the one ruling us now. That is from Arab. Now the question still goes this way: if because Arab they don't speak English, so could it be that for a short while, period of time, the Jubri, the self-acclaimed Jubri, that they were claiming that Jubri supposed to be the one that is ruling us, learned how to speak Hausa and English. It's not possible. Because the boy that was ruling us was able to speak Hausa and English, which that point alone can signify that, okay, fine, this is our Buhari, not the one that said died in 2017, allegedly.
So we
Yes,
should
sir.
agree that Buhari didn't die 2017.
Buhari didn't die. Even the rumor that was circulating that what's called the Queen of England, which is Elizabeth II, sent a condolence message to Nigerians.
Yeah.
They were all lies. But it wasn't. See, if you claim that Buhari died, why can't you come and prove it out?
But I don't want us to underestimate the power of our politicians, because we know
I think I agree, because like you said, you have to bring out facts to show that something really happened. You can't just be saying you heard somebody said this. That is why you should now believe.
Okay, now for instance, let's say they are claiming that maybe probably the president of England, no, president of Italy had died. You understand? Then now Italy, they speak Italian, right? So now from Nigeria happens to resemble or look like the what's called the Italy president. Bringing me to Italy, I can just learn Italian in the space of 6 months or 3 months. It's not possible. Or 2 months.
But come to think of it, we are not having this claim from just one person, not two. In fact, Barry died on Sunday, right? And when I went online on Monday, I saw a lot of people talking about it, that it is not the Buhari of then that is still ruling now. So why is this rumor, like, why is it coming up again?
Now the
If
same
it
way
did not happen then.
The same way you are saying it, that is the same way other people are saying it. I don't know if you get my point very well. Now, if you check, only one person, not the way Nigeria is right now. I could remember, was it 2014 or 2013 or thereabout, if I'm not mistaken? Someone just came out on social media. Then when this Ebola, you know Ebola,
Ebola
right?
virus.
Just came out on social media and say everybody should go and have their bait with salt.
Salt,
Salt
yeah.
water.
Just only one person, and the whole person, the whole people were having bait with salt.
Yeah.
Even me myself, you
You did
understand?
it.
That night I had I'm with my dad, but I started praying. We were drinking beer, we just left the beer outside. The Holy Ghost fire. Everybody, I don't know if you get my point. So now this saga of BUHARI died 2017 was one person that just brought it out, which was I guess Nnamdi Kanu, if I'm not mistaken. Before you know, other bloggers started taking it that could it be that BUHARI had died and the rest was soon. So it's not as if maybe there was a substantial proof or evidence to back it up. Like I said before, like I said, I've been issued. If you claim that BUHARI died, how comes the Jubri that you claim that is willing us now was able to learn Hausa and English within a short period of time? Because like I
Guys,
said,
let's even look at the size, like
yes,
his
now the
eyes,
height and everything is not possible.
the looks.
It's not possible.
You see somebody that is exactly like when they are not even
No, it's not
identical
possible.
twins.
Well, I don't know, but to me, I still feel like there's like a play in that.
There's a play there.
Yes, there
Okay.
is something, because I will never underestimate the power of these people we are talking about. There's nothing they can't do.
No, this one is beyond them. If
Why
he
do you
died,
say it's beyond them?
no, if he died, actually, they ought to have, you understand, like I said, they ought to have been death certificates to back it up. Death certificates, even if they bring death certificate, can also be manipulated. Like when I went on live on the internet, I saw one death certificate there that was carrying BUHARI's name. I had to screenshot it. But if you check, you know, you can easily do small graphic design as regards it. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, so looking at it now, what message can you give our politicians with the death of BUHARI and everything people have been saying about it? Like, what's your own message you can give to them,
Now,
to the present politicians in power?
let me even start with the viewers. Like the Islam, Prophet Muhammad will always tell you that peace be unto you, in the sense that once somebody has died, you have no right whatsoever to criticize the person. Even the Christianity, which is our Christian doctrine, also state that once somebody dies, leave judgment for God.
Good.
Say good things about the person. If you cannot say good things about the person, they keep quiet. That's for the viewers. Then for the politician, we are pencil in the hands of the creator. If you check very well, realize that nobody can live forever. One day you will live. Because when I saw BUHARI being laid to his grave, the first thing that came to my mind is vanity upon vanity. No matter the amount of money you are accruing today, definitely you're going to die, and you can only be buried with just a white linen. So you cannot be cannot be buried with your cars, with your houses, with your posts, with your wealth, and the rest of so. So if you are homeless, not hopeless, that the poor happens to be the carriers of blessings for the rich. So the poor are the angels that opens the gate of heaven, while the rich can also buy heaven with their money. How can the rich buy heaven with their money? Is by giving alms. You understand, making policies that is favorable to the citizen. And you politicians out there, if you know that probably your policy is not favorable to the masses, you can switch so that at least the masses can have a good and conducive life. You understand? So that's my advice for the politicians out there.
Emmanuel, please, what would you say to this? What do you want to say to?
Based on everything that has happened, I think many people would have realized that it is better to live a life with good legacies, like live a life of value, so that when you are dead, people can still talk good about you. Because this issue, I didn't expect that it was going to get to this extent of people just going back and forth, and lots of abusive words were used.
People did not even care.
People didn't watch their freedom
the reason
of speech.
The reason why people did not even care.
Yeah.
You understand? If we check, like what I said, at 2015 when he was elected, a lot of people had this high expectation. Now, because then we were like faced with security challenges. So the moment he came in now, like Boko Haram crisis increased, banditry increased. Even the economic situation we're managing there. During this time, we started experiencing depreciation of currency, inflation, unemployment, and other economic what's called downturn.
Yeah.
So now people were disappointed. Just like for instance, I had high hope in you that once you come in as the president, there's every tendency that you will do your best.
Yeah.
But now coming in as the president, because he made one statement, I could still remember vividly, I'm going to bring back the sanctity of the military. That was his campaign. So almost all the soldiers back then were like campaigning for
For
him.
him.
And even the poor masses, you like, let's let go of good luck, because they wanted, like, okay, they think maybe once he comes in,
It
he
would
will do better.
Yeah.
That was the same thing that made people to even vote for Tinubu. Because when Tinubu was in Lagos State, like Lagos State governor, he was perfect.
It did
Most
well.
of the person, he wasn't seen as a tribalistic person. He appointed an Igbo man. I forgot the position he gave that Igbo man in Lagos here. Unlike other leaders, everybody was okay. Since I'm ruling the what's it called, the Lagosians, and it happens to be Yoruba land, all appointments should go to the Yorubas. But he had different aides from different what's it called, tribes, and as case may be.
Yeah.
So people were angry because of the disappointment. Even me, I was just like what I said, as regards to Tinubu. That when Tinubu was about to go in as the president, I was very happy because I knew that at least he's an accountant. He should know better about the economic situation and the rest or so. But reaching there, now, I said, like, what you ordered for is better for what you are saying.
Pay move.
Well, I would just like to add that nobody lives forever.
Yeah.
We should just take note of that. Nobody lives forever. And just like Mr. Peter has said, when you die, they will not bury you with your cars. They will not bury you with your children. They will not bury you with your position. So live a good life. May the soul of our former president rest in peace. May Almighty God forgive him of all his shortcomings. Because if we start talking as Nigerians, we would have a lot to say. And I know our viewers out there, you guys also have a lot to say about him, his administrations, his flaws, you know, some of his strengths, and you know, the likes of it. Yeah, so we'll leave you to talk about it in the comment section. Let us know what you feel about President Muhammadu Buhari. You know, was his death, you know, a sorrowful one? Did it eat you in any way? Do you have anything good or bad to say about him? And let us know what you feel, what you want the politicians out there to know, like the advice you would give them with, you know, the recent turns of events with the death of President Muhammadu Buhari. Emmanuel, do you want to say anything to our viewers?
The viewers, just drop your comments, please. Drop your comments. We've been seeing a lot of comments flowing in, but we need more comments in regards to all the episodes that we've shot so far. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And please don't forget to follow, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channels. You can find us on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok at Lyte Africa TV. Drop your comments in the comment section and we'll gladly reply to all. I remain Doyinke Posh, and thank you for your time. Love you all. Bye.